Hello, this is Tom Petty, President of the Bay Area Search Engine Academy here in the San Francisco Bay Area, teaching SEO and Internet marketing here and also up in the Sacramento, California area. If you're on Twitter, follow us at Bay Area SEA. We've got all kinds of free stuff that we'll give you out there. So today we're going to talk about something that I get questions about a lot, and that is your domain name. What should your domain name be? Should you have the keyword phrase in there? Is it better to have a .org or a .com? That kind of thing. So a lot of people wonder about whether if they buy up their keyword phrase in a bunch of domain names, point them at their website, whether that will help get them listed on the search engines higher. An example of this is, you can buy whatever your keyword phrase is, put dashes in between them, and buy the .com if you want, or do it without the dashes. And actually, it doesn't really matter whether you've got the dashes or you don't have the dashes. Google will figure it out. The truth of the matter is that your domain name really doesn't add a whole lot to the score of what Google gives you when they're trying to figure out what position to put you on in the search engines. A real common thing that people do is they buy 10 domain names, each with a different keyword phrase, all point them at the same website, thinking that that's going to be the magic bullet to get them listed on the search engines. And what that practice will actually do is cause you more harm than good, because now you've got multiple domain names that are pointing at the same web content. Google's going to look at that and say, wait a minute, you've got 10 different websites. They just see different websites that are exact copies of each other, and now you've got a duplicate content issue. So same thing as if you buy the .com, the .org, and the .net domain names, you want to make sure that if you point them all at the same website, just the same as you do with your keyword phrase domain names, that it all resolves back to a single domain name. You want one domain name to be the primary domain name. All others can resolve, but it will flip over to the actual primary domain name. Otherwise, Google's going to look at this and call it duplicate content. The way you fix that duplicate content issue is you use what's called a 301 redirect, 301. So you can Google 301 redirect. There's all kinds of ways of setting up your 301 redirect, and that is the proper way to make sure that Google understands that you really only have one domain name and all the rest of them are just kind of copies that are there for convenience, or that you want to make sure nobody else buys up your .net or .org domain names. And the same thing with the keyword phrase domain names. Pick one, and it will add a little bit of influence to your position on the search engines, but not a lot. There's a lot more, much more powerful ways that you can influence how you get listed on the search engine. And we've talked about a lot of these in these videos with your title tag, your description tag, your body content, your header tags, and all of these other things. That's going to have a much bigger influence on your position than your keyword phrase and your domain name. So hopefully this has been helpful. I'm Tom Petty, President of the Bay Area Search Engine Academy. Until next time.